Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of June 9th, 2024. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And today is my 60th birthday, and I'm recording this early so I can spend the day at Chico Hot Springs, soaking and getting pampered with spa treatments. Also today is my 60% off sale. It's for one day only, June 9th only, and everything, appointments, gift certificates, and packages are 60% off. There is a link to the sale in the show notes, and you can also go to my website, abundology.com. Now, this is the last full week of Gemini season and all the strong Gemini energy that we've been in. Because Mercury and Venus, who are currently in Gemini, both move into Cancer next Sunday. Next week is also the summer solstice and the start of Cancer season. Summer is just right around the corner, and once Cancer season starts, we slow down and we settle into a slower pace for summer. Now, some of us probably just can't wait until next week because all this Gemini energy can make it very hard to get out of our heads and stop thinking. We could be rethinking everything right now. I mean, it could be useful to rethink the things in our life that aren't working and make some changes, but it could really suck if your thoughts are just spinning. Gemini is an air sign, and it can make you feel a bit spacey and out of it too. So if you're overthinking, you're spinning, or you're just feeling spacey, the best thing to do is ground. Get outside, do anything outside. Go barefoot, exercise. You could also take a salt bath or a sound bath. Take it from a Gemini. You can't think this away. You have to physically do something to ground the energy. But this is the last of the Gemini energy. And like I mentioned in last week's podcast, this is a busy time of change. There are graduations and weddings, the end of school events and parties. There are a lot of events happening and a lot of changes happening in our lives. And some of them are unexpected. Last week, I found out that my astrologer for the past 10 years, Deborah Norton, isn't going to do readings anymore. Yes, I am happy for her to move on in her life, but I'm sad for me and the change this means for my business. Deb and I, for the last 5 years, did a package deal together every year, and it was a nice source of end-of-year income for me. So this change requires me to shift and do something new. Gemini season is about the new. So things are changing, whether we want them to or not. We're all getting a fresh start. And it is for the best, although we may not see how yet. So this week, both the Sun and Mercury square Saturn. Saturn can be challenging, and squares can be challenging. So we want to work with the energy of a square instead of pushing against it. This is a good time to focus on mundane chores, organizing, and repetitive tasks, maybe routine paperwork, or just making your summer plans like reserving the flights and the hotels. Saturn tends to make us a little gloomy with low energy. And with all that Gemini energy in the air, it's a time when you could feel busy and that there's not enough time to get it all done. So feeling busy with a lot of work to do and not really having the energy to want to do it is not fun. You may feel like calling in sick, taking the week off and just not doing it. Of course, I would be the first one to tell you, I'd love to tell you to just relax and take a break. But that is not the best way to work with this energy. It's best to buckle down, work steadily, slow and steady. You may feel like saying fuck it and avoid doing what's needed. I mean, I love a good fuck it as much as the next person, but this isn't the week for it. Avoiding responsibility this week catches up with you. So the sooner you get to the hard work and get it done, the sooner you'll feel better. So if you feel pressure with a lot to do and not an abundance of energy to do it, remember that the quicker you get it done, the quicker you'll feel better. We have to deal with things this week. They aren't just going away. You can't ignore them. So buckle up, get her done, and move on. So thank goodness this energy is only for a week. And on the plus side, we'll get a lot accomplished and we'll feel good about it. And then next week, the energy will slow down and we will settle into summer. I was asked recently about the most impactful thing that's happened to me in my 60 years. And without a doubt, it was when my husband Larry died in a drowning accident when I was 30. So as you can imagine, this was a horrible thing to experience, the worst thing of my life, and also the best thing that ever happened to me. It taught me the importance of living every day fully. We don't know what tomorrow brings. And understanding that on such a deep level because of his death has helped me appreciate every day since. The gift of grieving helps you appreciate every minute. Forget one day at a time. It's 1 minute at a time. We grieve minute by minute. And the gift of that forevermore in your life is being able to be present for each moment. The fabulous moments when you're watching the sunset on a beach in Tahiti, the boring moments when you're wondering if your son's middle school music concert will ever end, the gross moments when you're cleaning up dog poop, it's all fucking magic. So about 20 years ago, my mortgage company, Rose City Mortgage, won the Better Business Bureau's Small Business of the Year award. And a year before that, I was reading the newspaper and I saw that year's winner and thought to myself, next year that's going to be me. And it was. So talk about fabulous manifesting. I was so proud of my staff and myself. Totally high moment in my life. And then I went home and my dog Sophie had diarrhea all over the floor. So in the same hour, I went from a big high, winning an award, to on the floor in a dress and heels, cleaning up dog poop. That's life, and it's fucking magical. So if you can get out of your head, be present, and enjoy every day for what it is. I mean, don't try to make it anything different. Just enjoy it for what it is. You will live a happy life. So thank you for listening and being on this journey with me. Once again, my 60th birthday sale is today only. This is the perfect time to come for your first appointment or buy a gift certificate for yourself to use in the future or a package. You can buy a 10-hour package right now for only $600 and then come once a month for the next 2 years for only $30 a month. I'm telling you, I'm cheaper than Starbucks. So there is a link to the sale in the show notes. Have a fabulous week, everyone. And next week, we'll talk about the summer solstice, Cancer season, and the full strawberry moon.